Hello and welcome to this week's problems. With a little bit of use of the bar model, these quite complicated sounding problems should become fairly straightforward. And just to show you the value of jottings and always showing you're working out. Two letters have a total weight of 120 grams. Here they are. One letter weighs twice as much as the other one. Write the weight of the heavier letter. So I'm going to draw, first of all, my first letter. Here it is. Now I know the other letter weighs twice as much as that, so I'm going to draw two boxes. So this is my second letter, and the weight of it represented by two boxes. This is my first letter. I know that they have a total weight of 120 grams. So then I should be able to now divide 120 grams by 3. Works out what goes in here. And then I can work out what this heavier letter weighs. It's two of those boxes. What looked quite complicated should be fairly simple now. Second one, here is a recipe for pasta sauce. Josh makes the pasta sauce using 900 grams of tomatoes. What weight of onions should he use? So I need to look for tomatoes. Now the recipe has 300 grams of tomatoes in it, but he doesn't use 2 lots of 300 grams. He uses 3 lots of 300 grams. He uses 900 grams. So hopefully you should be able to see by that you have multiplied the number of tomatoes, or the amount of tomatoes, by 3. So what weight of onion should he use? Well, he's going to do the same thing to his onions, otherwise he's going to have a more tomatoey sauce than an oniony sauce. So he needs to have 1, 2, 3 lots of onions as well. Right, on to the next one. A bit of algebra. Sometimes scares people, but all it means is when a letter stands for a number. So complete the number sentences below. One has been done for you. 5 more than k is k plus 5. So if we had k, and I add 5 to it, this is k plus 5. So 2 less than k, I'll take k. So what does less than mean? I'm going to take away 2. So now we're going to look at 3 more than twice k. So I'm going to look at the bit that's a bit confusing at first. Well, twice k would be 2 lots of k. 3 more than that, I would add 3. So for the last one, I'm going to leave you to do it a little bit. But 6 more than half of k. So we know 6 more would be adding 6. So how would I show half of k with algebra? So what would I do to k to find half of it? Finally, on to the last one. We've got a plus b plus c equals 30. So a plus b plus c, I'm going to use my bar model. That makes 30. Those 3 make 30. I know a and b, so a and b, well, they make 24. And the only difference between a, b and c and a and b, between these numbers and these numbers, is that 24 doesn't have c with it. So if I get 30, take away 24, that will tell me what c is worth. And I can then replace c here with what I find out it's worth, and you should be able to work out that it is worth 6. Now I've replaced it in the calculations. Well, we've got b, which is just something. If I add 6 to it, I get 14. So 14 take away 6 will give us the value of b. Once I've worked out the value of b, then hopefully I can use this to work out what the value of a is. And I can check it by doing a, add b, add c, or 6 as we now know it is, to check that that all makes 30. And then those answers just need to go in the space underneath. If you want a little bit more of a clue, keep watching. So a add b equals 24. A and b make 24. Now we know b is worth 8 from doing this calculation here, because 8 add 6 make 14. So I can swap b for the number 8. So now A add 8 equals 24. So I'm going to do 24 take away 8 is going to give me 16. So then I think A is 16. So I can check, does 16 add 8 make 24? Yes, it does. Does 16, which is A, add 8, which is B, add 6, which is what we think C is. If I add all those up, do they make 30? So 6 add 8 is 14, add on the 6 is 20. 2 add 1, or 10 add 20 is 30. So I can check all of that, and I can be confident that my answer is correct.